everyone, it's Jillian Moore and I'm here to give you a brief overview of the real estate statistics for Saskatoon for March 2021. I know it's the end of April and I'm just squeezing these in, but once I review these numbers, you'll probably understand why. So, all this information I get from a press release that comes out from SRA, Saskatchewan Realtors Association, and our analysts started off this month's review by saying, we have never seen a March like this, which then he followed up with, since 2014. But still, these types of numbers don't typically happen until May or June, which is sort of that peak of the spring market, beginning of the summer market. But we're really happy that they're happening now and eager to see what this year brings. So, sales numbers, so units sold, that's up almost 110%. Yep, 108.8% is the number of units sold in March 2021 versus March 2020. Sales volume, so dollars, are up 118%. So it went from, it's an 82.4% higher than the 5-year and 76.7% higher than the 10-year. And the reason why I think that's going to be important to look at the 5 and 10-year trends are because last year in March, halfway through, COVID. And so I think that maybe depressed the market. Obviously, we were all in lockdown, didn't know what was happening, didn't want people in our houses if we didn't have to have them, didn't go anywhere, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, but if we're looking at apples to apples, like March 2020 to March 2021, it's really not going to get us the best picture. But if we look at the 5 and 10-year trends, we are good to go. So dollar volume is up, number of units are up, both of the 5 and 10-year trends. New listings are up, actually, 53.8% of the new listings. And so we went from 602 listings to 926 listings in March. So sellers are starting to catch on that this is probably be a really great time for you to sell your house. So that's a little more realistic as looking at the 5 and 10-year trends again. And it's like roughly 20% over both of those. So we are still a little bit up on that. The part that I find really interesting is days on the market and months of inventory. And so if you don't know what the months of inventory means, just go back and watch a couple other slides because I'm sure those who watch regularly are sick of hearing me go over it. And so we have 2.2 months of inventory this time around, and houses are only sitting for 36 days on the market. And of course, that includes a conditional timeline, which right now our conditional timelines are a little longer because banks are swamped. Home inspectors are swamped. You're not going to get any of this done in a week like we would have done in the years past. So right now we're seeing 10 days to 2 weeks worth of conditions out there. Ideally more like 10 days, but occasionally 2 weeks. And things like semi-detached are starting to sell again, which is awesome. Condos are selling again, townhouses are selling again. And of course, single family houses are like off the charts. So if you have any other questions, send me a DM or my contact info is in my bio.